I I don't have any direct background in this. I'm really a hacker who loves to learn and loves to research and loves psychedelics. So the two drugs I'm about to talk about are not compromised drugs. They are no compromised drugs. So Poly and Wali are two drugs which have no compromise. Poly was designed as an upgrade to MDMA, and it's a blend of three drugs designed to have a synergistic effect together. Typically, it's cleaner, clearer, smoother, and deeper with much fewer side effects, little to no come down, no hangover. Most people report a really pleasant afterglow in the days following. There's been about 1,300 trials or so over the last 5 years, and the last like 500 or 600 have been like overwhelmingly positive. Very few negative reports, very few even side effects. The second drug we'll talk about is Wali. Wali is designed as a deep shamanic medicine. It's a blend of 5 drugs featuring 2 dissociatives. It lasts about 8 to 12 hours, and people have compared it to like a cross between ibogaine, 5-MeO-DMT, and MDMA. And somewhere around 150 people or so have tried that one. So, what's in Poly? Poly is 3 things. 5-MAPB, which is a benzofuran analog of MDMA. It's mostly a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which is important because MDMA is mostly a serotonin agonist. So if you don't know the difference, it's basically like one of them just kind of dumps your serotonin supply, the MDMA, the serotonin agonist. And 5-MAPB makes more use of what's already there. It basically allows you to get a little more juice out of what you've already got. So it's much less depleting in that sense. So this is combined with 4-ACO malt or 4-ACO MET or 4-HO MIPT. There's a few tryptamines, mostly 4 substituted tryptamines that will work in this formula. But 4-ACO malt, which has only come onto the scene very recently, is the cleanest, clearest, gentlest, most forgiving of them all. So less prevalence of side effects, a generally more heart-opening, warm, soft, loving experience. So what happens is the 5-MAPB, potentiates the tryptamine, the 4-ACO malt, and magnifies its effect. So you only need a very small amount of this tryptamine. You really don't need much. In fact, if you took the dose of tryptamine that's in Poly by itself, you would be pretty bored. It wouldn't do that much. But when it's combined with 5-MAPB, you have a pretty awesome experience. However, you would be couch-locked and kind of blissed out if it wasn't for the third ingredient, which is 4-fluoromethylphenidate. It's a fluorinated Ritalin analog, and it's mostly a dopamine reuptake inhibitor. So,
And then coming up in October, we've got a one-day conference with Dennis, McKenna, and more. We are currently open for sponsorships for both the Stamets and McKenna events. So if you've got a business that would like to support our community, a dispensary, a glass store, a naturopath, anything like that, we are currently looking for sponsors. Let's keep Portland visionary.